Oh my God, they're beautiful rings.
The mess has not subsided. We're doing a little prostate exam on the engine. It's like you're tiny and you're like in the engine looking at it.
Is that nuts?
That's really funny looking.
All right, guys. We finally got a whole bunch of junk to put this engine together. And this is a 140 3-liter big bore VW cylinders. These are plateau honed to a primo surface finish. Super nice. 1010 crank nitrated, roller cam, Boroscope pistons. These aftermarket, very nice aftermarket rods with the reverse bolts. We did that for
Clearance.
And
it turns out,
yeah, there's an issue on, there's just an issue on the Corvairs where cylinders 1, 3, and 5, the rod on the crank swinging around gets close to the camshaft, the intake lobes on 1, 3, and 5. And if you look at a stock cam on the intake lobes, this little clearancing edge here, but they did all of the intake lobes. These are the exhaust lobes and there's no clearance at all. But all these intakes, that one's clearanced, that one's clearanced. And the stock really doesn't need it. I guess they figured compared to and they're that and that. Number 5 is the closest. It's the worst. And then 1 and 3 are also there. 2, 4, and 6 don't have any issues. So what we're doing here is we're clearancing. I got 1 and 5 done, and now I'm going to do number 3, but I got to take the rings off. You'll notice on this Boroscope, custom Boroscope piston, that is a thin ring set. 1 millimeter, 1.2, 2.8 on the oil. Super thin. This is a steel ring, cast iron second, and the typical oil. So that is a thin ring, guys. Made in Japan. These are primo. Oh my God, they're beautiful rings.
the mess has not subsided.
No,
It's actually only gotten worse, probably, but...
It probably has gotten worse. It's just too small a shop.
Yeah. And for all you guys wondering, that is a 3D printed tab. Really, it's actually to get a even more accurate timing on the cam and the crank.
Cam adjustment, the timing adjustment.
But it's basically because you ordered...
I ordered even number tabs.
You ordered even number tabs, and that's what you shipped out to guys.
6.
And now, when you used it...
And when I used it,
finally
for the
realized
first time on this engine, I need a 3 because when you're doing an adjustment on this with the tabs, each 1 degree of adjustment winds up being 2 degrees of the crank because the cam turns half as fast. So the crank turns twice as far. And so I was, 1.5 degrees off? Yeah, I was 1.5 degrees off on my timing. And I went, let's go ahead and let me just make some 1, 3s, and 5s.
You could have done a 4.
They just showed up today.
If you did a 4, you'd be half a degree off.
I have a 4. It just goes the other way.
You'd be half a degree off the other way.
Yeah.
You're half a degree off the early.
Yeah. And anyway, that's just a 3D printed one, so I can stick it on here, verify timing, and I'm within a quarter of a degree. I think it's a quarter.
And this is just, we ordered all the odd numbered tabs, and so all the odd tabs have shown up now. So we'll replace this in the actual build, but this is just for this right now to get the timing right so you can do the clearancing. Which I did.
So I left it in place so that all I have to do is just put the tabs in these 2 and then take that out, put the steel tabs in, and then they get torqued up and the timing is done. Yeah. You'll also notice that this is set screwed.
Yeah.
The steel is set screwed to the cam, and this is by the roller cam. And also, this little guy, I pinned that one with a 1/4-inch hardened steel dowel.
Yeah. Yeah, so all the guys that ordered these adjustable cam gears and the hub will ship out the
other tabs,
the odd
for them.
tabs as well.
Yeah,
because originally they only came with the even tabs, which
get you close.
In a perfect world, that sounds perfect, but it turns out you need a little bit finer adjustment.
So this is the last little adjustment on this. I will get all of these trialed at the very end. I've also got to set up the valve to piston clearance, or at least check it
Yep.
on one of them and make an adjustment if necessary. These rods are a little unique to install. You don't have to put your hand inside the crankcase.
Yeah, and then you got these holders. Are you flipping this over to look at it? Oh, okay, cool. That's true. I didn't think about that.
All right, so this is pretty crazy down in here.
So that's cam, crank.
Yeah.
There's a rod.
Rod down here.
And we got
Ta-da.
Boroscope.
And this is just insanely
Wow.
color.
You look up your own nose. Oh, look
Hey,
at the
we're
camera.
looking at you. Hey, you guys can see yourself.
Well, actually, no.
Actually, we can see you.
we can see you.
Okay, so
Wow. That's really cool.
so if you look in there, you see that intake, that lobe, the left lobe there, the little skinny one, isn't by the rod. Actually, the lobe isn't sticking out. So let's swing it back around the other way. Here's where the issue. You see how it's getting close?
Yeah.
Let me.
Because it's 180 degrees. And you can see it's already actually has a cut on there.
I did a little trim on
grind,
it.
right? You already did that. So it's still too close. Can you look at it from a different angle to actually see it?
I think so.
To actually see what
me,
you did on the rod?
Yeah. But I
coming from-
gotta twist this thing this way.
You turn that to turn the... That's really, really cool.
If I can get the picture where I want it.
I think you need to pull back a little bit.
That's-
That's it. So this
That
is
is
the,
the-
that's the rod. That's the
cam.
That's the cam, and that's what he just ground right there. That little edge.
If I can get that picture just right there.
Yeah, it's got clearance. Wow, that is really that's.
Isn't that nuts?
It doesn't
and
look
its
that
color.
It doesn't look that great on the camera, but it looks fantastic in person. It looks so good. It's like you're tiny and you're like in the engine looking at it.
I know.
That's really awesome.
Look at that piece of hair right there, or whatever that is, on that.
Yeah.
on the rod. Wow. And this isn't even zoomed in. I can zoom it in.
Really?
Yes. Color.
Apparently you can record. Maybe that's what that is. The chrome
Maybe,
symbol?
yeah.
Camera symbol,
But you can record this if you wanted.
which we're kind of
Isn't
doing
that
right
crazy?
now.
But
That
there you
is
see
really
it. There you
awesome.
see the lobe going by.
Yeah.
See all the little blobs of little specks of just dust on the WD-40 on the lobe. That has to be all cleaned off. But that's a phenomenal little camera.
That is so cool.
And there's
See,
the,
there's the
that's
that's
the
the
lifter
lifter
bore.
bore right there.
And there's the clearance I did for that rod.
yeah.
And
That's-
we can
that's
actually
up.
we can actually that's yeah,
That's up here
that's here.
on the inside.
And there you can see the clearance.
Look how nice that camera is. Wow.
Anyway,
That's what you're seeing right there. But you're seeing it blown up huge on the screen. That's such an awesome force.
isn't that neat?
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, you can see the roller cam in there.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this camera is, look at that. Is that nuts?
That's really funny looking.
It'll go 180 degrees. It'll go all the way around the other. Is that nuts? There we are.
That's really funny. Wow. Hey, XZ Taz, if you want to sponsor us and
Yeah, I saw
some
this.
stuff. Go ahead.
The guy, that welder, Aaron, 6061.com. If you guys do any kind of welding,
yeah, check 'em
particularly aluminum, you got to check the guy. He's got some really nice videos. He demoed this, and I had to have it. I've got another one. I got an old Milwaukee, which is a black and white screen. It doesn't have this flexi cable, and this cable must be 12 feet long. It's
Yeah,
a
it's-
huge freaking cable.
it's pretty long.
It's nuts. But you want to see something down, you look in a cylinder on an engine, stick this in, and then you can rotate it back and forth.
Yeah,
you can
you
look
can
back
see-
at the valve and the spark plug hole. And
See exactly what you
it's
wanna
really
see.
crazy. This is insane little tool.
And this is, I mean, this is kind of a weird use case, but it's also really, really specific, and it is really useful. to use it for this. Because otherwise, you're trying to look through. Well, first of all, you can turn the engine.
I can turn the engine. You just want to get yourself.
You can really see, and down here, you can't see what's going on down there. Even with a flashlight, if I got a flashlight, if you shine a flashlight, it's still like I don't really know, how close is that actually getting? I don't really know.
You can't really see. The only way to really do it right is to take this half of the case off. But this, our fixture won't allow that. This only mounts to where the factory build fixture mounted, which was these two bosses, and then the two threaded holes in the bottom of the case on one side. And this is on the left-hand side of the case. So we could theoretically take it off, mount this to the opposite side, take this half off, and then just look straight down.
Yeah.
Once this is assembled. But you can't flip it over because the crank and cam will fall out. So you have to really pay attention there.
Then you have to put this back on, bolt it back together.
Flip it over, go to the next cylinder, flip it back over, take it off.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It winds up being a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
With this, it'd save a lot of work. And here's the other thing, is you can actually look. You can look up the oil galley if you wanted.
We're doing more?
Yeah, because this is just cool.
It's just fun.
It's fun to look at this stuff. Okay, well, let's look in the... Oh, here we are.
Let's see.
Here we are.
We're doing a little prostate exam on the engine, on the case.
Oh, I hope it doesn't mind it. There's a lifter galley.
Lifter bore.
If I can figure out where I gotta lean it to get it to come through.
You want to rotate this a little bit?
Not much, other way.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And there's a machine. Look at that piece of debris there. There's a machine hole that feeds the crank.
I can't go that far.
No, you can't move that far. Oh, it's like we're going into the Great Pyramid.
Yeah.
But in a round hole.
In a round hole.
See, more lifter bore. Look how rough this machining, that's just coarsely knocked out. I'm trying to go forward here. There you are.
I'm actually turning this a little bit.
Is that the coolest thing?
That is so
Of course,
cool.
it's all going to get cleaned before we assemble.
And it's all the way down there right now.
Yeah, it's at number 6 exhaust and an intake lifter. And there's the other feed for the crank. And here is the threaded holes for the plug in the end. And that's the back side of the cam. You rotate this, you see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at the.
That's the threaded hole for the adjustment. But that's the hub for the cam.
Really?
Back side, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, look at the back side. Yeah.
And there's the one bolt we have holding it on.
Yeah. We're up there. We're behind this right here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really cool. Wow, that's really, really crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
That's really awesome.
Anyway.
What a cool tool. What a cool. And look. Can you see me? Oh. You see my fingers? That's really awesome.
Anyway, that's it for the Boroscope.
That's cool. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Just want to show a cool thing using the Boroscope to do something cool.
Yeah, and the clearancing we have to do to get this roller stuff fit.
Yeah.
Anytime you do a custom engine where you're doing other things like VW cylinders that have been modified to fit, you have to check every single little detail.
Yeah.
I read years and years and years and years ago, I was probably younger than William, that anytime you change one thing, you have to change 12 other things to make it work. Yeah. And that's pretty close. So in the case of this, we got rod to cam clearance we got to deal with. We got rod to crankcase and cylinder we got to deal with.
Yeah.
Right there. You've got crank to the bottom of the piston clearance, where these are all made right. So, yeah, to the boss on the piston to deal with. And here we've got an adjustable cam gear, and there's some machining or grinding you got to do on the crankcase, where the the boss comes out at the thrust washer. Because of the thickness you have to have on this steel. I mean, I could thin it out a lot more, but I don't want to. It's all beautifully radius now. But you've got to, in order to get the cam in the one half and the other half on, you've got to really clearance that boss with it. I just go in with a die grinder and dress that stuff off. Yeah, no, not easily to get to.
You can use your imagination.
Yeah, and then on this, there's also the lifter guides, which we'll show when we put this thing together. Show how those things turned out, and they primo. So yeah, anyway, this build is coming along very well, and we should be putting it together, probably have everything finished out, start assembling in a week.
And I think that box right there is line to line.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be the main rod bearings that had the abradable coating, along with the oil pump housing.
Yeah.
That way we have as much oil pressure as we can produce on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the last motor.
Just like the last one, and yes, going to be great.
This is a big bore VW cylinders.
Yeah, stock stroke.
Stock stroke.
Yep, 140 crank.
140 crank.
Wiseco
pistons.
1010 nitrided.
Yeah. Roller cam.
Roller lifters.
It's going to be a mambo of an engine.
The thin ring pack.
Yeah.
The plateau honed cylinders.
Yeah.
So the only really issue on break-in on this isn't the cam anymore. You don't have to worry about that, even though you do need a break-in oil to break in the rings.
The rings.
But with the plateau finished and the super thin rings, the break-in is going to be a few hundred miles.
Yeah. So that's this build.
Yep.
And it's moving along. We finally got all the bearings and everything. We can start assembling
next week.
Right now. Oh. Yeah.
No, next week. Yeah, this cam is a 491 lift in exhaust and 480 intake. Dual pattern.
Nice. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Custom roller. I mean, it's
custom roller.
Fully custom.
Yeah.
Billet cam. Machined here. There's some blanks up there. If you want a cam, let us know.
Well, we can make the blank is machined here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have a cam grinder here.
No. So you got to get it ground. But
anyway,
that's it, guys.
Yeah. See ya.